Hi everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to Tara's Take. So I hope everybody's having a good day today and you're ready to have some fun. Today is Stash Your Cash, Use Your Stash Day. So I got into my stuff and I thought that we could try to play a little bit with some different things. Some of you may have some of these things like cereal boxes and Amazon envelopes. No, I have no idea what we're going to do yet with it, but I thought we might try. Packing paper, we all have that, right? And let's see, dollar store, green, Dollar Tree all the way, right here. This was from years and years ago. I got this, I think, at Joann's, and it was in there, and I thought it might look pretty with that. Yeah, so I brought along tons of washi tape. I think we need to do something with our washi tape. I know I see a lot of people do videos, and I thought, you know what? I have tons of washi tape, and it's just sitting there. Now this is a little bit newer one I gotten on Amazon. I really liked it because it was vintagey, and I have to admit I'm a washi tape addict, like so many of you, yet I do not use it very often. So, like many of you. Anyway, I know you're out there because I've heard people say the same thing on other channels, and so I know that I'm not the only one. So I just sat down real quick and put this together. I used a little washi tape. I used a little background netting. Okay, these are new. Oh my gosh, I love these so much. Check these out. I got them from Amazon. I don't even think, let's see, Fakilo, handmade, made in China, Fakilo, yeah, that's the brand. It's chiffon ribbon. The reason I got it was because, remember when we did the belly band, or not in belly band, I can't think of the word. The belt for the journal, you know, the closure. And here, I'll show you. It's right here. This thing. Anyway, when I made this, one of the things that Dragana had that I didn't have was these beautiful pieces of chiffon that went through hers. So after I saw the video and I did this, you know, the next day I did the video with the blue one, I just had to get some chiffon, and so I went on Amazon, and sure enough, they had these packets, and they're pretty cheap. I mean, they were really inexpensive. I don't remember now. It's been a few weeks since I got them, but they've been sitting there, and I thought, you know what? So I pulled them out, and I opened one of them, and I used it as a backdrop on top of the netting, and then I put some of our little green leaf on. Just a simple. I mean, and then yesterday I had splatter painted some copy paper. And with my Tim Holtz Distress Oxide, and I just went ahead and I did that on top of coffee dyed paper and thought, you know what, I'm going to use that as a backer. So this could be used as a larger journal card. It still needs a little decoration, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what we're going to do. We're just going to play. So yeah, it can be used as a journal card. It could be used as a pocket. It could be used as a wide belly band. Yeah, it's all kinds of things. So what are we gonna do? Let's see. I guess I have to start us out, huh? Since you guys aren't really in the room with me. So I think what I'll do is I'm gonna cut down this cereal box. I had seen Pam do a video last year where she had used cereal boxes as her backdrop for washi tape, and I thought it was a really good idea. And so I thought we'd just cut a cereal box down. I've got a ton of these. This is a total use your stash, you know, save your cash thing. So I'm gonna do, let's see, I'm gonna do a couple of, I'm gonna cut this down as like, I think I might actually do this as a pocket for the inside of a page. And the thing with that is you don't, if you're gonna glue it down, you do not have to cover the back. So like if you're gonna use it as decorative on a page or something, and maybe use it as like a side you know, a pocket where they're not going to be looking down into it. I think this one might be good for like the bottom of a page on a journal signature page, you know. I'm looking here to see. Yeah, I've got some right here. So like, you know, I'm going to probably cut a little more off of there. I want it to be short enough for the page. I'm totally cutting this uneven. Can you see that? There we go. That's a little better. I'm going to keep trimming it until there's none left. I've done that before. Have you ever done that before? That's what happens when you don't measure. I know. You guys that measure, you're right. I know, but I'm not, I mean, I'm okay at it, but it's just, it takes so much time, and I'm really not all that good at it, you know. And I know you'll say by the time you get done cutting all that off of there, you could have measured that. I just thought I'd say it for you. So there's that one, and that'll be like a pocket, okay? And in fact, so that I don't forget what I want to use each one for, I'm going to write pocket on the back. Just, you can't really see it, it's in pencil, but I can see it. And then let's do a couple, let's see, let's do a bookmark. I have to be honest, I've never made a bookmark, and I think I should. That'd be fun, right? If I can do this. I think it's about time for me to get some new scissors. These are getting kind of, not dull, but they're getting harder to really use. I can tell they're not as sharp as they used to be. And then let's see, this one, I cut this down, and I will probably do like, I do it this way, yeah. I'm going to do it this way and do 2 journal cards. Now with the journal card, of course, that's why I covered the back of this one, because I thought, you know, if I use this as a journal card, I would want, you know, a place for them to write, and I don't, of course, want them to see a cereal box in the back, so, you know what I mean? That would look a little tacky. Just tap that down. I've used different glues today. If you want to join me in crafting today, you are going to need your scissors. You probably need a bone folder at some point, possibly, or your scissor handles. You're going to need some glue. I've brought along everything but the kitchen sink again. I have my Scotch glue, my Aleene's tacky, I've got my art glitter, and my Fabri-Tac. I have, like I said, some packing paper. I have some papers around me, behind me. I've got, you know, some laces, ribbons, just fun things to throw on there. I don't know how much decorating we'll do. I think we're more building bases, because this is more like a base to me. And I just wanted to have some fun and get rid of some stash without breaking the bank and going to the store, you know what I mean? I do enough of that. I am like trying to not spend money as much. I know I just had my little haul, but that was my birthday. That was different. I mean, in general, I am trying really hard to not spend as much money on my junk journaling. But my husband, who is a godsend to me, praise the Lord, he sees this as business investment. To him, whenever, pretty much, he, you know, I mean, whenever I buy new stuff, he just kind of sees it like I'm putting money into the future and into his early retirement. That's what he says. So he looks forward to that. I don't know, we'll see, right? That is up to the Lord. I don't know where it's gonna go. We'll see where it goes. Right now, I'm just having fun with you guys. I'm having fun being at home. Such a blessing to get to stay here and do what I love. My goodness, to think of all the years I worked and worked, all of us, you know. Now, when my kids were small, my son and my daughter were small, my late husband made it possible for me to stay home until they went to school. Now, once they got into school, I was blessed to work at their school. So that was cool. And I worked at their school until my son was through 4th grade, and my daughter was in, or no, 3rd grade, and my daughter was in 1st grade. And then I homeschooled them for about a year, but unfortunately we could not afford that. So I had to go back to work, and I went back to work as a bus driver. That was fun. And then after that I worked at Sally's Beauty Supply for a little while. And that's when I had gone to business college, and I ended up meeting a friend at church who was kind enough to get me an interview for a position in a call center for, if any of you have heard of, oh gosh, now I can't think of it, prepaid legal, which it goes by a different name now, and I can't think of it. One of you probably know it, but it's a legal insurance company where they contract with a law firm in each state, and then people actually pay a monthly fee for different levels of legal insurance. Well, I worked in the call center there, and then I went on to work as one of the word processors. Then I ended up managing that department, and when they closed down, the firm actually closed down, so I went on, and that's how I entered into the legal field. So now you know my career history. So being home, that's my point. Being home for me is amazing, because I haven't gotten to be stay-at-home wife and mom or anything since I was in my mid-20s. And I absolutely love staying home. I love keeping my house. I never get bored. I know that some women do. I never get bored. I always find something to do, whether it be my crafting, my art, or just doing stuff to my home. I love, I do. I just love it. Now what I'm doing here is I'm tearing this. I decided I was going to use this, okay, but it's super loud and it's shiny, and I wasn't really sure if I wanted that. So what I decided, and when I got this ribbon too, isn't that pretty? I got it for $1 at Walmart. They were selling on clearance all of their like autumny stuff, and most of the good ones were gone, but this was there and I really liked it. But anyway, so I decided to try this because it's got the padding. It's paper, so it'll be easy to glue onto. But I was thinking it would be kind of a cool feel of a journal card. Actually, this is perfect, of course, for journal covers too. I have like, I don't know how many of these in there, but now this has a nice perforated line right here. So I'm going to see if it will let me, yeah. Well, almost perfect. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to cut this down. And it's glued together, pretty much, seems to be, yeah, to the padding. So yeah, I don't have to worry about gluing that part together or keeping it together. I'm going to trim off these edges because they won't be as easy to decorate over. They're like where the envelope is sealed. Hopefully this will work. I think it might be a kind of cool feeling journal card or pocket, It's all about the texture, the interest, the aesthetic of it all. Yeah, this is staying together. Cool. So I'm gonna, what do I want to do with this? Do I want to make it a journal card? I've got plenty of it, so. This side needs trimmed. All right. I think I will cut it into thirds and do journal cards, or prep it for journal cards. Okay. All right. Set that off to the side. I am surrounded by stuff, you guys, and I am not kidding. I had to kind of straighten my desk a little bit today because I get a little bit crazy when things are too, you know, cluttered. And it's funny because I didn't used to be that way, and then I became that way after working at a desk, you know, all those years and having to keep things straight. I think I've mentioned before, staring at the white papers and piles of paper. I ended up making stacks and putting colored paper on top with a label of what was in that stack, you know, because I couldn't stand looking at it anymore. But yeah, I got organized there. Now, when I try to work in chaos, I have a tendency to get flustered. So before I did the video, started the video, I kind of straightened a little bit and put things over, you know, to the side so they were out of my way. So let's see. I'm going to trim this down, and what I want to do is utilize this, and I'm going to do the little trick I showed you guys with the leathering of the paper. I think we are going to do that with this one. I'm going to use the lighter, the coffee archival. I'm just giving it some texture before I glue it down to the backing for the journal cards. Okay, super easy way to do a texture. I'm going to use this trick a lot probably now, and I also think yeah, I think it won't look bad. The green on top, you know, kind of darken that a little bit. That moss, this one, yeah, fern green. Now that English ivy of the archival is super, like, vibrant. Really vibrant. So I was kind of pleased with it. I was surprised, though, at the same time, because I don't know why. I just expected it to be kind of a dark green, but it really stands out beautifully. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of, oh look, that came through. I'm going to put a little bit of glue, and I'm going to use Aleene's tacky glue on this part because I'm going to cover this and do my little card trick where I smooth it out because I don't like the lines. And the reason I'm using this glue is because it doesn't dry as fast, so it gives me an opportunity to do what I need to do. I should probably be using my other Sugar Bell bottle because it's got a bigger mouth on the end and puts out more glue, but we'll see. And I've got my glue spreader here. And I'm just going to swipe it down and get rid of all the bumps and lumps, kind of get it over to the ends as much as possible. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and put down, I actually think, a couple of these. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try something real quick here. So that it's kind of sealed on there really well. This is, of course, going to get covered by something, so I'm not sure. This is almost like a little book, huh? We just made a mini journal. No, that's not my intention. I should have trimmed these corners before I folded it over. I'm just totally, I'm crafting instinctually right now. I have not planned anything. All I planned was to play with what I brought out. That was as far as my plan really extended. So if you guys see me doing anything, you know, odd, that would be why. I just switched scissors. These scissors already have glue on them. I didn't want to get glue on these. That's why I'm jumping back and forth on my scissors. In case anybody's like, didn't she just switch scissors? Yes, I did. Okay. So, all right. Talk to you guys real quick about what I had mentioned before about starting a Facebook group for us. All right. I was telling one of our friends, Sonia, her and I were talking about it, and she is one of our family here on Terrace Take. And I want to start a group that is not just for junk journaling. I want it to be about art and any type of art that you do, whether it be mixed media, working with clays, working with, painting, all of it. And I also, of course, want junk journaling. Of course, that's a given. But I didn't want to name the group, Junk Journals Anonymous or something. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I wanted to actually do a name that is going to be geared more towards artists in general, and call it. And then I also, of course, want to reference me so that you guys know, who started the channel. Actually, I don't want to reference me, but people pointed out kindly to me that I should, because I'm starting a group. So I'm going to reference my channel in some way, but I don't want to call it Terrace Take Facebook group. I want to call it something like Artist's Take or Our Take, because I want it to be about all of us, and that's important to me. I want to be able to see what you guys are working on, and so many of you have reached out and told me, that you're painters, or that you are, that you work in mixed media a lot, and that you work with clays. And honestly, I really want to see what you guys do, and I want a place for you to put that. And so I was thinking that we'd name it something, like Our Take, or art, like I said, Artist's Take, or something like that. Because when you post on it, I don't want you to feel like you can't post because you're not. I don't make junk journals. I just like watching them made, or, because I've had some people tell me that I don't really do junk journals, but I watch you while I'm crafting, or while I'm painting, or, and I'm like, that's such a blessing. And I want y'all to be able to show me what you're doing, whether, no matter what it is. So why don't you guys do me a favor? Everybody start, if you think about it, just throw out names and let's put something together as a family, because I've been receiving some assistance, and I want to know, what do you guys think too? What's your idea? Okay, so if you think of something, let me know. I don't know that it'll get used, but it would be helpful to know, what everybody else thinks would sound cool. You know what I'm saying? I just really, for me, it really is about seeing your artwork and you guys having a place to post what you do. I know you're already members of other groups, but I can't be members of all those groups, and everybody's members of different groups. I mean, I'm members of, like, I don't know, probably 10 different junk journal groups, but I only go to 3 or 4. I just thought it'd be cool if somebody did a painting, or somebody did something and they wanted to show it off. Thought it'd be really fun to be able to see it. And like I was telling her, the thing is, it's such a wonderful, wonderful blessing to be able to do what we do and enjoy creating as we do. And it's awesome when we actually get to share what we've created. Don't you think? And yeah, so I thought, gosh, I would love just to give you guys a place to share that. And with like-minded people. Because so often you're crafting like I was, all by yourself, and there's really no one to share it with. And it's okay, but It's more fun if you can say, hey, look what I did. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe I did this. Do you ever feel like that sometimes when you create something like we do here? I mean, I do. I feel that way all the time. Honestly, I feel that way all the time. I kind of look around and tell my husband, I gotta show you what I just made. I can't believe I made this. Or when I paint a picture and it came out beautiful, I'm like, babe, come look at this. And I was so happy to find the groups that I'm members of. But, you know, I know that, like I said, I can't be a member to all those groups. So I thought, well, it'd be awesome if our little family had a group as well. And that it wasn't, that none of them were hindered by the rules of only junk journals. I have one group I'm a member of, and they're very kind, and I love everybody on there, but you're only allowed to post about junk journal. And if you post any mixed media, if you post anything that looks like it might not be about junk journals, the admins will not approve the post. And I understand, but it's going into my junk journal. I didn't put junk journal in. So what I did was I cut that too short. Look at that. I started actually putting junk journal in my post so that they would let me get it on there to show what I made, because I know it's for my junk journal. I'm not gonna, nothing I'm making really isn't for that. But yeah, so I don't want it to be like that. I just really wanted, I get why they are like that, but for this particular group, I just really wanted you guys to be able to say, hey, look what I painted today. Or, even, I don't know, even if you are an artist, you write and you wrote poetry or something, or you wrote a short story. Yeah, any form of art. I want to see it. And I want an easy place to go to be able to see it. I'm still uneven. I hate that. Look at that. Tara. This glue, praise the Lord, this glue staying. Look at me. I'm not getting it on both sides. Okay, we're going like this. I hope this is right. Here we go. I may have to trim it on both ends, but at least I think it'll be on both ends. Okay, that side's good. Let's see. And my fingers are getting so sticky. Do you see what I mean when I say I'm clumsy? Look at this. All right, I did it. It's pretty good. I've got to trim, of course, but it's at least on there. Okay. There we go. We're gonna trim this off. Okay. Can't you do it? It's a little bit crooked. I'm seeing the crookedness in this. It's actually very crooked. We're trimming this. I know. I'm going to flip it over and it's going to be crooked on that side, right? Oh, no, it's okay. It's good. All right. We're still in business. You guys get the point, right? You see what I'm doing here. So that part's covered. And then what I was going to do on the other side is leave this open, and then I'll probably put, like, I don't know, like some bling there, or a strip of ribbon, or some of the leaves, or I may just go ahead and put like a word going down. I could put a piece of lace down the middle, like I've got this little gold lace here that could go down the center. Like I said, I'm looking more at decorating later, and right now just playing with things that I have in my stash so that I can use them in my journals down the road, and I'll decorate them when it comes time to use them. That's what I'm saying. Now I'm going to put something over here. That's what I was going to do. I was going to do the green, the lighter green on this side. I really like this stuff. It's just so pretty. So yeah. What I could do is, since it's not shaggy on that end, yeah, like that. That's the one. That's what I wanted right there. Hopefully, okay. I can get this straight. Okay. So yeah, anyway, if you guys have any thoughts on names for a Facebook group, let me know. Okay? Let me know. I like that. That's pretty. Okay, so I'll put some Fabri-Tac down. Fabri-Tac is so weird. I like it though. I mean, it works good. So I'm sure you've heard Pam. If you've heard Pam, you've heard her say fabric to oh, look at that. That's kind of uneven. Fabric to fabric, paper to paper, fabric to paper. I'm so excited I have some right now. I hardly ever buy it, and I gave in and bought 2 bottles a couple weeks ago, so that's the only reason I even have it. They raised the price at Walmart up to like $7, $8 for a bottle, and yeah. And then it's always expensive on Amazon. At least it's expensive to me. Maybe you don't, y'all don't feel that way, but to me, I'm kind of like, I'm kind of cheap. I've mentioned that. I'm a little cheap. So there's a piece. Now that'll dry. Right now it's kind of flimsy because of, that underneath is that thick, but it feels really cool. It has like a, puffy, pillowy feel to it. But there's another one. Let's see. Let's play with this. Let's do something with this. I'll set this aside for now, and I'll make something with that in a minute. I'm looking over here to see what all colors. I have some really pretty, I love these. I've used actually quite a bit of them. This one says dream, imagine, hope, believe. And these are stars. And those all came in the same packet. Then I really like that one. Oh, here's a blue. What's this one? No. I don't know. I don't even know where half these came from. I've had them for so long. And oh, here's another one that goes with those guys. It's kind of cool. I was looking to see if I had any like really good blue ones, but wait a minute. Here we go. This one's nice. This one's nice. Oh, look at that. Look at that one. That one's pretty. I like little flowers. Yeah, these are okay. I don't know that I'm going to commit to using them, but, they're there if I want to use them. Let's see. Let's do one of the cereal boxes here. Okay, what do we want to cover it with? You know what? Let me grab this. Distress ink. Let's do a little distressing on this cardboard. I'm just trying to come up with a few ideas that might look kind of cool. You know me, I'm all about background pages. You guys are going to see, I come up with a lot of things that I want to do with background pages and like backgrounds on journal cards and stuff like that. So let me just, put that out there ahead of time. You guys are probably going to see me do a lot of work with, making background pages like I've been doing with the collaging, and then, you've got a video coming up. Let's see, or we just did the one with the leather-like copy paper for our signatures. Yeah, lots of collaging. Lots of background. And I've also been looking into really doing a lot of things with my watercolors. I've been practicing and playing with them again. I haven't touched my watercolors in so long. I felt kind of insecure to come on and really do anything with them. So yeah, I'm fiddling with them and trying to kind of get my muscle memory back to where I can remember how to use them. Y'all know what I mean, right? I told you before, painting with me is kind of a hit and miss. I'll show you something. I showed it, you guys, if you saw the video where I did the review of my crafting area, this was in there. But this is one of my paintings, okay? And this is done with oils. And I gave this to my husband, Courtney. But it was the first oil painting I ever did. And so for a first, it's not bad. It's not too bad, right? I think it's kind of good. And so anyway, this was a hit. And then I painted probably 3 or 4 after that were total misses. And so I want to know from other painters out there, people who work with paint, do you guys ever feel, like you have a hit and a miss type of painting style? Or is it, is it me and I should, just go home? I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know. I love to paint when it turns out. I have probably got, 10, 15 different like canvases in the back that are definite misses for me. Now see how that changed? Look, I like that. So yeah, that's gonna work. That'll be our backdrop for whatever else we decide to do with this. And I think I'm gonna make this one kind of like a pocket inside, whichever way I decorate it. I'm gonna make it, I can see it's uneven. I can just see it. I'm gonna make it a pocket, and that way the backing can not have to be covered. The cereal box, I can just have it against there. And the reason I'm saying that is because I want to wrap this cloth around and kind of have it holding on to the card like this. Okay, so that's why I'm saying that. All right, it's a little better. I'm being so good. Did you notice I'm not using my big scissors, my big, sharp, wonderful scissors that could totally be used to deal with any misbehaving paper? It's the first pair of fabric scissors I've ever purchased that I have not ruined eventually, and I thank God for it. I'm serious. I have kept them, and I'm very proud of that because of the fact that I always destroy my scissors in some way. So yeah, oops, I'm gonna use the Fabri-Tac on this one. Yeah, I like that. The background, it looks kind of cool underneath the netting. You can just see it peeking through, and we're gonna put plenty of this on, and yes, I'm gonna spread it out because I really want that to stick well on there. Don't want to have to mess with it later on. I may have to do the edges a little bit, but okay. And I'm just going to use my dry wipe. Where'd I put it? I know I grabbed one, but I guess I'll have to grab another one. And I'm just going to press. Yeah, I got this all this netting stuff last year when I first started doing the junk journals. I was like buying up anything I found that was artsy, craftsy, anything, and because I was so excited, I was saving every box, every package. Are you guys like that? Are you doing that? I mean, it got to the point now where I'm like, okay, no, I don't need to save that. My husband asks me still, do you want this, babe? No, I'm good. Because, I've only got 500 boxes, and I've only got literally, I don't know how much packing paper I have. And, I do buy a lot of other things, but I mean, I'm just saying, there are certain things that I got excited about that I've realized, okay, I never touch them. I never touch them. So that's not a good thing. So, yeah, this was one of them, this netting. And I actually, this morning, was watching Tina. We all know Tina, well, most of us, Shabby Dabby Doo Dah. And she had ordered some stuff from Taperology, and you guys may have already seen the video. And one of the things on there was she had these cloth packets she had ordered that were like pages of cloth, and kind of flying around my head. And it had some paper in it that looked like this. And I thought, oh my gosh, I have some of that just sitting in there. I have some. I have a whole roll. I have like different colors. I even have one that is, oh, what is it? I think I have, a red and a bright, maybe a bright pink. I don't know. I just brought the blue and the, yeah. So anyway, I had those and I thought, well, I'm going to be recording Stash or Cash. You know, maybe I should try and do something with them. And then I thought of the washi tape, and I don't know, just kind of all came together for this video. I hope you guys are getting some ideas of your own. I really want to just, you know, sometimes I just turn videos on and watch what they're doing just to let it cause my brain to go, oh, you know what else they could do with that? Or, you know, it's not even to copy them, or, you know, it used to be I wanted to do the project because I didn't know how to do stuff yet, because I was so new. But now I find myself watching videos more to let my creativity flow by just having things they do trigger. I like that. That's pretty. Just having things they do trigger my thought process, you know. Now I'm going to try something. I have no idea if this is going to work, but I hope it does because I think it'll be pretty. I'm going to grab that blue again. Like this. I saw this right now and thought, you know, I'd rather have these be blue. And so I'm taking some archival ink and I'm just going over the white, because you know me, I don't like bright white hardly ever. Once in a while I do. I like it on other people's work, like I said, but not on my own. I'm much more of the grunge factor. Now this particular pocket may end up being in the grunge journal, because that one's got a lot of blue in it, a lot of grungy. And see, this makes these look grungy. I like that. What do you think? I hope you like it. So yeah, this will be a pocket that I decorate. And then I'm wondering if I can do a little tape. The pocket will be like this. Yeah, we're gonna glue it though. I don't trust this tape any farther than I can throw the roll. So we're gonna glue it. We are gluing you down, sucker. Okay. Put that on the edge. And then I think I might do a little, I'm not sure yet, but let's see. A few stars down the bottom maybe. Going along the bottom edge there, and then decorate the top around it, you know, even on top of parts of the tape. I know I probably cut that tape way too long, but that's okay. It's been sitting in there forever, so I'm sure it's happy just to be being used. There we go. When I was, that reminded me, I said that like this inanimate object knows it's not being used. Did you guys ever do that as a kid? I would have my stuffed animals, and if I didn't show each of them equal love, I thought that their feelings were getting hurt. And like I would think that if I didn't use some inanimate object, that I was hurting its feelings when I was little. Okay, am I the only one? I hear crickets. I'm the only one, aren't I? You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm just going to tuck, I should have done that with all of it. I'm just going to tuck it in back here and it'll stay because it's got glue on it. Plus, this will be glued down. But yeah, there's another one of the little, this is going to be a pocket. I think it's kind of cute. A little bit fun to decorate. It's not done, like I said, but it's got a mighty good start. And I used, what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 inches of my tape. Woo woo! So exciting. Yep, I'll probably put some, actually, I could. I've got one open. I could do that. Maybe put a little ribbon. Put some there and some there. Not right now. I'm not sure yet, so we'll see. Maybe I'll do like a ruffly ribbon. That would be cute. Let's get these out. I haven't opened these yet. I adore these little roses. If you've never seen these in Hobby Lobby, they are so fun because you can just use them on anything and everything, and they're just adorable. Now I was thinking I could put some roses around, like just tufts of roses around the edges. That would be pretty. I'm not going to right now, but I would take the blue ink and I would dust the roses with the blue. That's my thing. And then I would do them with some little flat beads in the center to give them some sparkle. Maybe I should do that, just so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. I'll do 3. Let's see. Grab my brush, I think has blue on it, I'm pretty sure. And you just kind of brush it on there. Okay, not a lot, don't have to worry. And of course, this part is coming off. I always trim off this netting. I always want to use it, and then I try to use it on stuff, and I go, nah, and I end up cutting it and using the roses by themselves. So I've pretty much given up trying to use the netting, and I just trim it off. I know it's pretty, but it just never seems to really jive with what I'm trying to make on my journal cover or whatever. So yeah, so you just trim, and yes, it's a nuisance, but they're totally worth it. They really do look cute once they're done. These are just a smaller version of the bigger ones I use, like I used on the front cover of our journal that we're working on. Okay, so we are going to, and then let me get my beads, my little trusty beads here. I've got some blue ones, those are pretty. And I would take, and like I said, I'm not positive I'm using them right now, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys. Ouch, just burned my finger, thumb. It's okay, I'm good. Don't worry. I'm just letting you know it happened, you know? The pain that I experience for you guys so that you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm kidding. So anyway, yeah. So there's that. And then let's see. There's a different shade of blue, a little bit of something more teal colored. Very lightly dusted with the glue. Don't go the upside down, Tara. Get that in the center. Okay, and let's see. I thought I saw. I did. Here, I'll use one of these. So we're just using like different shades of blue and going into kind of an aqua. Okay. And there we go. Right in the center, hold it down. So now you could, I did this the other day on some cards, you could add some of those little leaves and make it look like, you know, leaves are there. Or you could just, I just like to kind of put them together like that in a little corner, kind of stack them against each other a little bit, and I use the hot glue because it works better to seal them down quickly. And then also you can, because the glue raises them up a little bit, you can kind of angle them up onto each other, you know, so they almost look like a pile of flowers, like they got thrown down in a pile of flowers. It's pretty. You know what I mean? I like that. And then just let them dry. See? Oh, it's cute. So, so yeah, I do need to trim this right here. This washi is a little bit over my edge. Okay. So yeah, there's another one. So we've done these two. Okay, we've got this one ready to be written on in the back and decorated. I'm not, of course, done. There's this one. I wonder if I can see my clock. Of course not. I'm moving the phone, you guys. I want to see how far along we are. Just for a second. Okay. I've got time to do like one more, and then I'm going to end the video. Okay, so I did want to do something with this. I have had this ribbon for so long. Every time I go to use it, it just, I don't know, it doesn't pan out. I just never use it. So I thought, you know what? I think it would actually look kind of pretty with this netting. So I am going to use it this time. I think, where's my, I have this paper we did. Well, after I did the video like the other day with the leathering thing, I took some spray and just like sprayed some of my onion dyed paper, and that's what this is from. So I'm going to use this. Okay, there's that. I'm trying my hardest to get this even. Okay. I know, I keep saying okay and then fixing it again. All right, let me get this out of my way. Put these up here where they go. And so yeah, I was going to, all I'm going to do is, because I want this to be a journaling card, so I'm going to glue the cereal box, and because this paper is thinner and it'll stick good to this box, I'm just gonna glue it with the glue stick. I think it'll be fine. If it shows signs of raising, I will remember and not do that again, but for now. And I'm getting as close to the edge as I can. Since I've got a straight edge over here, might as well use it, right? I'm sure my edge isn't straight and I'll have to fix it, but you know. Okay, so I'm gonna press that down. That's a nice backer for a journal card. Oh, those are my clean. I have my dirty scissors and my clean scissors. These are my dirty ones. I use these with the glue and with things that are sticky. They're already stiff and they're already difficult, so I'm not so worried about it. I think, yep, I thought so. This side didn't get it. Okay. All right, everybody else seems good. Now I am going to do the front, and again, this time I'm going to do, you know, I should have put the blue up. I'm going to do that blue trick again because I really liked it. And since I'm going to use some more of the netting to go with this ribbon, this lacy ribbon that I have had for eons. It's from, like I said, I think it's from Joann's. You know what it's from? I used to make these, I haven't done them in years, and I really liked it. I used to make these beautiful centerpieces and matching like wreaths for Christmas. And this ribbon was a part of that crafting I used to do back years ago. And I used to sell them too. It was fun. They were a lot of fun. That was when I first actually discovered that I could craft. I had known I could crochet, and I think our perception of things, you know, kind of causes us not to really realize that we're an artist or that we have that in our blood, you know. And I had a perception of myself, like I've said before, that I was not an artist, and that, you know, when I would do something, I would be completely shocked that I could do that. And I just fell in love with all of the little things that you use to make wreaths and, you know, centerpieces and stuff. And I just loved all the little flowers and the decorative things, the moss, you know, all the things you can cover them with. And I just fell in love. And so I started buying stuff and putting it together, and I realized, oh my gosh, I can actually do this. And yeah, that's when I started crafting a lot more. And it was at that point, though, that I told my daughter, too, it was about the time, maybe a little earlier on, that I told my daughter, you know, I can't even touch the paper aisle. If I even look at scrapbooking, I'm going to be lost forever. And you guys will never see me. I'll be in my crafting room all the time. So I didn't pick up paper for years, simply because I knew that if I ever did, I would just be completely lost in it. And sure enough, here I am. So here I am with a YouTube channel with friends, getting ready to start probably a Facebook group, and it's all about, you know, mostly about junk journals. I mean, yeah, paper. So I was right. I do know myself, at least. Okay, where'd the brown go? Here we go. That's what I get for putting it away. I like that buff color, but I also like just giving it a warmth of the brown on top. I think it looks pretty. Okay. And again, we're going to get our Fabri-Tac. And you know what I was thinking this time? I actually, if I can get this to come out, come on. There we go. My Distress inks or oxides over here in the corner in my case, I have some that would really look pretty with that. So I may grab those real quick here. Okay, I'm not getting enough, I don't think. Oh, I might be running out. I have another bottle. We're good. Just got to get it wet enough to make sure that netting stays down. All right. Yeah, what do you call it? Fabri-Tac dries really super fast, so the minute I start thinning it out, it's like dry. Okay, I'm gonna grab this, my little Tim Holtz case here, and see, I'm thinking Mermaid Lagoon would be a nice, do I have a better, nah, this is fine. No, maybe not. I'm pretty sure I have, yeah, I do. Oh. Sorry, that came from my daughter. She used to do that. There you go. Now the little bubbles are very similar in color to the pretty ribbon. The little bubbles here. All right, my scissors are almost glued together, so that's good. It's time to clean them. I know it's time to clean them. And I just, on this, I just use the Distress Oxide. You know, I don't have any permanent archival ink that's in a bright color like this. So yeah, I'm just letting you know it's just oxide. So yeah, there we go. That's pretty. A little bit more through here. I like them colored. It's cute. All right. And I am just gonna border. See, isn't that pretty? I'm just gonna border this. And, oh, dang it, look at that. It's got a tear, shoot. All right, we'll try that again. It'll be fun to decorate on top of this one, and make it look. These would be with these little bubbles. They would be cute with like they'd be really cute with like a sea theme, an ocean theme journal. You know, like bubbling water. I was just thinking ways you could use it, but I think that they'll be okay. Remember when our ceilings looked like that? Did anybody else have ceilings like that? I did. In the 70s, 80s. Back in the day. Okay, there we go. Oh yay, it's pretty. So there's that one. So yeah, we used up some supplies. We had a little bit of fun, I hope. And I hope you guys got inspired to pull out some things and just play with them and see what you can come up with. We made this one. I don't want to sit anything on that one yet because it's still wet. We made that one, and that one. And then I did this one before I got on camera. So yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff with the most funky supplies in the world. I hope you guys have fun, and I will see y'all tomorrow for Inspire Me Day. Have a great day, be blessed, and I love you guys. Bye.